So I'm going to try and give you some advice and tips on how to be successful at interview. You know, it's a funny thing, we use interviewing as a way of selecting candidates and selecting staff for jobs in this country. As a recruiter, I've never been that comfortable that we make decisions on who to hire. We make these big, really important decisions based purely on a across-the-table face-to-face interview. But that's the game, so get good at playing the game, and I'm going to give you some tips as to how to make sure that you win more often than you lose. Firstly, have some belief in yourself. The person interviewing you is meeting you because they've read your CV and they believe that there's enough experience in your CV for you to execute the role. They wouldn't be wasting their time interviewing you if you didn't have the skills to do the job. So if you've not lied on your CV, which is never a good idea, then really the job's yours to lose. All you have to do is convince the hiring manager that you are what you said you were in your CV. You've got to build a little bit of rapport with them, and you've got to show that you're that little bit better than the other candidates going for the job. Okay, so step one, prepare properly for the interview. And I'm going to do a quick anecdote. I had a guy going for an e-commerce director position, and he went into the shop. It was a multi-channel retailer. He bought some products. He went to some competitors' shops. He did a bit of analysis. He then went online, bought some products. He tried to return them to the store. Fortunately, it wasn't a very expensive retailer, so he didn't spend a lot of money. He phoned up customer service to find out about the returns. He tested the business. So when they were asking him, how do you think you can improve our business? He had a lot to say. He really knew what he was doing. He'd prepared properly, and he was the only candidate that had really gone to that length to make the effort. So if you prepare properly, make sure you've been on the company's website, you've looked at the background of the people that are interviewing you. Ask yourself the question, what else could I possibly do to be prepared for this interview? And if you can think of anything, do it. You'd be surprised how few people really truly prepare for an interview. The second thing, remember they're not just buying your skills, they're not just buying a CV, they're buying you. So build rapport. And if you're not naturally good at doing that, maybe hook up with one of your friends that is good at doing that and ask them for some tips and advice. Sometimes something as simple as complimenting someone on their shoes or complimenting them on their offices. It's just enough for them to be at ease. And although they're interviewing you, they could be nervous too. And they're going to be more comfortable hiring someone they feel they've got good rapport with. And the final thing is want the job. If I've got 2 or 3 candidates sitting in front of me, all of them look good, I'm going to hire the one that I believe really wants the job. Give them a reason to hire you. Ultimately, be you, be confident, and smile, and you'll be surprised how far you get.